Jake Paul calls out KSI in the new Full Sam podcast. Now, what did he actually say in this podcast? We said that he still wants to fight KSI. He still wants that KSI fight, even if he beats Tommy Fury, because he says that styles is what makes a fight. That just because he beat Tommy Fury doesn't mean that he's better than Jake Paul.
Just because you maybe beat Tommy, you didn't beat me. Man to man. And styles make fights. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that just because this person beats this person doesn't mean that that person can beat the other person. So,
So again, I don't actually believe this, because I believe that even if he beats Tommy Fury, that does mean that KSI is way better than Jake Paul. And he also said that it's a win-win for KSI, which is true, because he's still going to get the money from this fight. Even if he loses, that still doesn't mean anything, because they both lost to Tommy Fury.
Why would he just fight Tommy then? Like, now he's...
Well, I think it's a win-win for him, because he gets the money, and even if he loses, then it's like, okay, whatever, me and Jake both lost to Tommy, then we can still fight.
So again, this is a win-win situation for KSI. Now, even Jake Paul said that there is still a chance for KSI to win this fight. He said that if he used that crazy overhand right, that he could clip Tommy Fury and win this fight.
You know, let's just say there's this chance that he clips Tommy with his wild style and catches him. It's boxing. Anything can happen. So there is a chance for him to come out and clip Tommy, and, you know.
Now, Jake Paul has always said that he's always been down to fight KSI, and so has KSI. But in my opinion, I don't think KSI wants to fight Jake Paul as bad as he say he does. And the reason for this is because when he was on a live stream with Aiden Ross and Tommy Fury, Jake Paul ended up joining, and then obviously KSI and Jake Paul were going at it. But then KSI brings up the point that Jake Paul is ducking him. This is why he fought Nate Diaz instead of him. But here's when Jake Paul brings in some good facts. And I don't think Jake Paul is lying, because he never really lies. And he was saying that KSI was ducking through the negotiations, saying that he didn't want to weigh in at a certain weight.
You were ducking through negotiations. You didn't want to weigh. You didn't want to weigh 185. You were saying 180.
And in my opinion, I do think this is true. And then obviously this is where Jake Paul's video got cut off. Another reason that I know that KSI doesn't want to fight Jake Paul as bad as he say he does is because he will be doing everything and anything to get it done. And it looked like in the negotiations against him and Tommy, he wasn't being so lenient and making this fight happen.
It's 6 rounds and 183 pounds.
6? Tommy, I know you wanted 8, Tommy.
I wanted a lower weight. I wanted a lower weight, and he didn't
this fight, can I just say,
he said he wants
my last fight,
like everyone.
my last fight with Jake Paul was 8 rounds. KSI only wanted to go 6.
So KSI walks around like a tough guy, calls everybody out, saying that he's willing to fight them, but then becomes so defensive when it comes to the negotiations. So in my opinion, it doesn't really look like he wants to fight Jake Paul.